gotta take a
It's not
refresh.
live.
Say that again?
It's not live.
Not live yet? Let me see.
I'm not sure. I'm on here though.
Oh, I see it right now. Refresh. Twitch.tv/.
Okay.
Cool.
Got it.
Awesome.
Got it.
All right, bro. Well, shit. Thank you. I guess we'll start. Thank you so much for hopping on, and yeah, bro. I'm excited.
So appreciate you for having me, man.
Oh yeah, of course. All right, man. So I guess I have a little bit of a way that I want to kind of roll this out, and have you kind of introduce yourself and kind of what you're about. But if you kind of want to start and just kind of give a little intro about yourself, where you from, and we'll start there.
But, my name is Los. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. I'm 23 years old. I'm all about the South, the dirty South at that. Good music is my thing. Soul music is my thing. Touching people and piercing their soul is also my thing. A lot of plans in the making, a lot of things being worked on. I'm working hard and just making different shit, a variety of shit. So I'm excited to share that with you all soon. And yeah, that's me, Big Dog for sure.
Yeah, hell yeah, Jackson, Mississippi. That is the real dirty South, huh?
That is, they don't know about it too much yet, but they will soon.
Yeah. Are there, I was gonna say, I don't even know if I know too many. Obviously, like, that's not a known, like, breeding ground of, like, up and coming artists. Are there, people you look up to from Mississippi where you're kind of like, they kind of, paved the way for people like yourself?
I would say Crit, of course, David Banner.
Okay.
And really, bro, honestly, that's it. I mean, Rick Ross is technically from Mississippi, and that's pretty much it. So I can't really say too much. It's not, we don't have too many people, not yet. But we on our way.
Yeah, I hear that. Hey, every city's got its own, culture and life, and it just takes a little bit of a spotlight to get shined on some places, so then everyone all of a sudden is like, yo, what's happening in Jackson?
Right, yeah, exactly. I'm just hoping we get to that point this decade. I'm pretty sure we will. We're the only state down south that hasn't had a run yet, so
okay,
that's just what we're waiting for. Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe you can help tip the scale a little bit for the folks down there.
Oh, definitely, we manifesting that every day, every single day.
Hell yeah, that's awesome, bro. So tell me a little bit about, like, I know we never really talked about this. When did you first start, like, making music and getting into it, and kind of when did you was there a point in your life where you kind of took it and were like, like I'm going hard, this is serious to me now?
Yeah, I can recall this like yesterday. Basically, I lived in Atlanta for about a year. I was in film school, going through it. I knew I wanted to make music, but I wasn't really taking it serious. So I got home, I dropped out of school, I moved back to Chicago. After moving back there, I made a song called The Bill Flow. I don't know if you heard it, but I made a song called The Bill Flow. And I was at my younger sister's graduation, and I dropped the song just to drop it. And as I'm refreshing, every time on my SoundCloud, it's going 500, 400, 600. So it was just going numbers in front of my eyes. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm good at this shit. Like, I used to play around as a kid, like 13, but never took it serious. That was really my first song that I ever dropped. So that was 2017.
Okay.
And that was a moment when I was like, okay, I'm going to take this serious. And it just went up from there, I probably made about 2 projects in 2017 that I didn't ever want to drop.
Right. Just experimenting, working on your sound,
yeah.
Figuring out kind of like, the process.
For sure. That's basically what I was doing.
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense, bro. Where'd you go to film school?
The Art Institute of Berlin.
Oh, okay. Did you, like, go into school, like, always knowing that you wanted to, like, do something, like, film-wise, or was that just, like, a random pick, or, like, is that something you're passionate about?
I would say, honestly, that was probably my first love, making short films, small videos. When I was in high school, in the middle school, I used to rap to Tyler the Creator songs and make videos and post them on my Facebook and everything. People fuck with it. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And I went to make little short films, shoot. All type. We always be shooting shoot. Like something that really inspired me to shoot was a Dan Ladera. If anybody knows what that is, the real ones know what the Dan Ladera is. So that inspired me. The Peso video by Rocky inspired me. There's a lot of inspiration that made me think, okay, I want some type of tight grip on my vision. You know, I want it to be very specific. So that's always been a passion of mine since I don't know when. Like ever since I probably touched a Nokia phone, I used to make short movies on a goddamn Razor and shit. Like,
No shot, bro. Those bitches were crazy.
Yeah, so you know, and that's still like one of my loves, and I'm definitely going to incorporate that into the music side too. And after this music shit, I'm going straight Spike Lee type shit.
Oh, yeah?
So
that's phenomenal, bro. I really like to hear. I just like to hear that, and it's really interesting. When like a creative, whether you're film dominant or visual art dominant or recording artist dominant or first, like it's so interesting when you kind of maybe not necessarily like wear multiple hats, but you do on the back scene. When you're putting yourself out there as a recording artist, but some people might not know you're actually directing everything too. You're actually coming up with the storyboards. It's your vision. It's not someone collaborating with you and it's their vision that they see for you.
I give the treatments. I write the treatments for every video I do. I storyboard as best I can because I understand that not everybody can execute certain things I put on my storyboard, but I definitely plan to eventually, be able to actually do. I got the storyboard for My Love Is Crack over there, and I'm just hoping that I have somebody that can execute these shots and the cinematography of it, DPing it, all of that. So I'm getting deeper into that for sure. So
yeah, of course. And I was gonna bring up My Love Is Crack a little bit into the conversation, but I'm glad you brought that up. We'll definitely circle back to that. But before we get into My Love Is Crack, let's talk a little bit about Starliner Pack because, in my opinion, I think that there is a large audience out there who might gravitate obviously towards a sound like this, but they don't know that there's other music out there that's similar to artists that they listen to. And one thing specific that stuck out to me even before Julian sent me Starliner Pack a few months back, maybe like 2 months ago, and the first thing that struck me even before I played it was the cover art, right? And I'm gonna pull that up now. But basically, can you kind of go in a little bit about, the creation process of Starliner Pack and kind of how you decided to, choose this as like the cover? No title, no parental advisory. It's just a straight up photo, right?
Yeah, for sure. I can go track by track, starting with how the cover came about, which was after the tracks were done. Today, tomorrow, I had that beat for about 2 years, and it just sat in my drive. Cuff actually got it from Ugly Friend. I got the beat through Cuff. Cuff like, you sound good on this. Cuff, who produced Red Rum. So he produced all the Red Rum. Love Cuff guy. Anyway, so got the beat through him. Sat on it for a little while. I was like, I don't want to just do this right away. I don't know what it was, but I had writer's block with that beat for a little while. But it came together how I definitely wanted it to, and I love that song. Me Too, Cuff produced that song. That song was from 2019, so that was an older song before I dropped it. Just something to add on that me and Cuff planned to drop, but just didn't have the alignment. So I just said, let me put this on Starliner Pack. As far as Sing and Being Beans goes, I recorded those all in the same month. And I'm like, okay, a pack sounds good. Julian and Mike think, okay, let's do that. I'm like, let's do it. I feel like they bounce off each other well. So that's why I just said 4 tracks, boom. I wasn't too sure about Being Biz, which is my favorite song off of the pack. That's why I put bonus track. Don't know why I did that. I'm never doing that shit again. So yeah, it came together well. Now, as far as the cover goes, my brother, he's a photographer. Like, if you see my living room, I actually shot the cover right here in this corner.
Oh, really?
So, Yeah, right. Yeah, dead ass right there. So
DIY, bro.
my
I love
brother,
it.
it was a lot of shit been done in this living room here for sure. So I just said, hey, I need a press shoot, bro. And he like, okay, let's do that. We shoot for probably about 45 minutes. It wasn't even long, and actually it was a full body picture. You see my face and everything, but I love rings now. So I'm just thinking, okay, let me do the sit, the M. I like the way the denim looked behind it. I did a little edit on it, I believe, through Disco, not even Photoshop, just through Disco. And I said, you know what? I'm not about to overstress about this cover art or none. I like the grill picture, boom, back cover, and it really just happened like that. I really can't even get a full-on description on. It wasn't thought of. It was just something that the universe just put in my mind, like boom, cover. And I
Yeah.
sent it to my guys. I'm like, yeah, for sure. And it's pretty much how it came together.
No, I feel like for some reason, like when I was like, my first impression of the cover, like I feel like it doesn't really give like an explanation, but it does. And then after I go back and or like you listen to the 4 tracks and then you go back, like for some reason it really feels like it makes sense, right? Like I don't know
Right.
why, but it feels like it makes sense. The dark colors make sense, right? You throwing up the M makes sense after you kind of hear what you're talking about on the course of the project, and if you go back and listen to other music. So I really think it's a good representation, even though there's some like subtleness to it.
Yeah, right. I feel like it is. It's pretty strong. I don't. It's just something that told me like that right there is strong. You're representing where you're from, and you're not just pushing it in nobody's face. You're keeping it simple, and you're keeping it just like, okay, I'm that guy, from this area, and that's what I'm going to have to stand on for the first few years of my career. So definitely,
Yeah, yeah.
love the cover, love Starline too.
I hear that, bro. That's an awesome story. I love, when it's just like kind of organic like that and you're not really planning, I need a photo shoot, help me out, bro. And then
Right.
something great came out of it. So that's awesome, yo. And I guess I kind of like, I think this is an interesting question that I like to ask artists. And you might, have thought about this before, you might not. But when you think about Starliner Pack, and you think about like your audience, their listening experience, where do you feel like the best setting is to spin this project? Like, is there somewhere like if you close your eyes where you're like, this is where people should listen to this?
And that's if I close my eyes and listen to it, maybe in the hood on a hot ass summer day at night, and you just sipping on something with the guys. Basically, I would say, especially from sin to being bands. I don't even think being bands is really like a super. It's not even a love song. I can't even say what that is, but I feel like that's today and tomorrow, something that's vulnerable. Yet motherfuckers can be in their hood or wherever they choose to be with a group of people, and do what you do. You smoke, you drink, you do that, and just bump that like full volume for sure. Cause that shit, my voice will definitely hit hard when I come on that motherfucker rolling on it. So I feel like that would be the place I would imagine. As I was recording that, it was actually cold as hell outside.
Okay.
But yeah, so I don't know. I just feel like it still would match with like a hot ass summer day, like in your city. So.
Yeah, no, I hear that, bro. And like the nighttime kind of like esque, I feel like it's kind of like I wouldn't put the sound like in like I wouldn't call it like grungy or anything like that, right? But there is like a little bit of like rawness to it, and there is that kind of like that feeling that it's kind of like I don't know. You just feel I don't want to say grungy, but there's some word like that, where it kind of makes you
Word though.
right
Gritty.
like. Yeah. Where it's kind of you kind of have that like that like I somebody close to me before called categorized music as stank face music if it makes you kind of just and that's kind of maybe the category that I would put this in.
For sure, nah, that wasn't really the task at hand, especially with today, tomorrow. Like I just knew I was going, that motherfucker just going hard and just bar for bar. Not even it's not even it is a chorus on there, but I didn't plan for it. Like I'm not really big on choruses right now, but definitely I would say gritty, some dirty South, yet modern South type shit. So
Right, yeah. I feel like it is a nice blend of like that gritty, old Southern sound times like it's progressive though, right? Like it feels like 2021. It doesn't feel like it's like a really old project, but it feels like the new version of that Dirty South darker sound, right?
Yeah, for sure. That was the goal. So I'm happy that you caught that. I'm happy that you
Yeah,
caught
hell yeah, bro. Of course. And yeah, I was I guess kind of I'll roll this in. I'll roll this into from questioning Starliner Pack and asking you about that to kind of I was able to get a little backstory a couple weeks back from Julian about Cry Then Breathe and Sin, and I wanted to hear. He told me that it was all all your idea, all directed by you, all not shot by you, shot by DC. But directed by you, and I kind of want you, if you could just, go into a little bit of, that backstory. How did you, decide to incorporate 2 tracks from a project that was out and not a project that has yet to come? I've never seen that, bro.
Yeah, man. Okay, I did a video in 2019 summer for Red Room, and we got just go a little bit before that, and I did a video with 2 parts, but it was 2 songs off the actual project. Moving forward, like maybe backtrack, if I'm a huge Tyler fan, and he does that a lot. He does 2 videos in one, so I really took that from him. And as far as the 2 different projects go, I just wanted to give him a piece of what I always plan to do with seeing video. I just wanted to give him a little prelude, a piece of what's going to my love's crack is going to sound like, and then just switch that up, throw my my talking in there, my grease talk before seeing, and let them know like I can anything you can do, anything you can give me, whether it sounds East Coast, West Coast, down South, I can do it and I can make it look good at the same time. So that was basically what was in my mind doing that. And like, man, like I haven't really even scratched the surface with the visual shit yet. Like the idea it's right up here. I don't even gotta write it down, but it's up in there. So that's all I really had in mind, really just to give a piece of this and a piece of that. And you'll see 2021, like my love is practice with crazy visuals. So
Hell yeah. All right. Well, I definitely have some questions about what's to come, but if you don't mind, I'm gonna run "Cry Then Breathe" for anybody watching right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this, and then yeah, we can definitely dive a little bit into this, and then talk about what we're seeing down the line.
right there, sounds good.
Man, took fuckers off their game, I guess they sticks was lagging. Now they never had it. She on FaceTime teasing while I write the rapture. Death note, Los Yagami, the dirty South's artery. Make this shit live and brief. And when I'm done, I'm taking those elbows and knees. Who said I ain't him? Best you thank him, motherfucker me. Don't care to please, man. That's for my family and my homies, shit, the whole land. They don't love you till you half important, truly. Not even when you're on your way, but I'm on my way, and I'm there at the same time. I'm important as an earth shit. My skin is brass, my hair take in the sun well, builds my immune system, and many more things. South got something to say, and I'm him. Get it how you living, I'm gon' thug my way. Ain't no need to stop until the motherfuckers pay. We don't give a fuck where you from, where you stay. Can't pop out with King, know I might sin. Get it how you living, I'm gon' thug my way. Ain't no need to stop until the motherfuckers pay. We don't give a fuck where you from, where you stay. Can't pop out with King, know I might sin. Damn, Los, what the hell is this? Pimp C with a fucking twist. Let it shine, I'm getting mine. Type of nigga walking out making shit. Type of talk that'll make a choke. Swing down and I drop a quote. Men lie, these women lie, but I know for sure that them numbers don't. You would think
Yeah.
about 5 members I know gon' roll. Anytime, in that time, we can't wait like a fucking tote. Too focused, I'm in the scope. Champagne on the Super Bowl. on my mind, third coast with a nigga down. I put that on my mama, got plans for them commas. This shit tight, bitch, get right. You with me, that's an honor. This here ride on this side, don't want no damn problems. I've been fine, and that's why I point at it. Gee, how you living? I'm gon' thug my way. Ain't no need to stop until the motherfuckers pay. We don't give a fuck where you from, where you stay. Can't pop out with king, no I might sin. Get it how you living, I'm gon' thug my way. Ain't no need to stop until the motherfuckers pay. We don't give a fuck where you from, where you stay. Can't pop out with king, no I might sin. No leeway, beat down the E-way. I sip on big shit, you sip on gameplay.
Yeah, hell yeah, what?
Yeah, I love that fucking beat.
Hell yeah, bro. Take me back, yo. Where did tell me about it. Just run me through it. How did the concept come together? Where did you, put together the idea to even go from, like, bro, it's crazy because at the end of the video, you don't even feel like I watched Cry Then Breathe. I feel like I watched the Sin video. And then you run it back and I'm like, this dude, put out like it's almost like what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's super unique, bro.
Yeah. I told DC I wanted to do a daytime shoot and a nighttime shoot, and that's basically just what we did. I had different songs in mind to do for the daytime shoot, but I probably recorded Cry Then Breathe after I talked to DC. Like, you know what? We're not gonna do this. We're gonna say that for later. Let's shoot Cry Then Breathe. Because I had a lot of plans for Cry Then Breathe that didn't fall through. It's okay. And that's pretty much it. I don't know. I've never done a night shoot before, so I knew I definitely wanted to do it. And I don't think that is even like enough of a night shoot. So I want to do more night shots, just more videos like that. But I wanted to be like, okay, boom, daytime, boom, home, B-roll. Next thing you know, you in the darkness, I guess. And it just came out. He did a great job. He did an amazing job. So shout out DC for that because he. I just told him I didn't need to tell him anything about fix this, do that. He just did it flawlessly. So he just heard me out. So I sent him the treatment. Treatment is very detailed, and he just executed. So.
Hell yeah, bro. That's awesome to hear. And just curious, and I definitely have questions about. Have you worked with him before, or is that like kind of one of your like go-to guys?
No, that was my first time working with him. I've seen his work and I wanted to work with him because it was about time. That was the first time and it was great. It was good and we did it all in a matter of probably about 5 hours. So.
Damn, bro. That's awesome. How do, so let me ask you this. So, obviously you're an artist yourself, you're a recording artist, and you're also, have a film background and a visual eye for what you like, an actual, video to look like or a treatment to look like. How do you go about your creative collaborations? How do you go about, letting someone else behind the curtain to be able to collaborate, on something, with you? Is it hard for you to let people kind of like give up control for their creative direction? Do you find it easy,
Honestly, bro, I don't think I've done it. So not yet. If you mean just anybody at all, of course Julian and Mike, they chip in ideas and everything like that. But definitely mostly it's just all me right now so far. Every idea it is executed and that's pretty much it. I've never done a collab like as far as writer treatment with anybody yet. I plan to do it for My Love Is Crack, the film and everything. I'm working with some people there and that's my first time doing that.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't going to bring that up, but you just brought it up, so alright, let's go into it. So, I have heard that this album is going to double as a short film, which is original, unique, exciting. How did you come up with the concept, and what do you see for the project?
Knowing my intent before even making this project, I knew I wanted to be of course, unique in a southern way. Yet the sound that people are going to hear, it will remind them of something due to the instrumentals and the beat selection. But as far as flows go, it's just I'll probably be the first southern motherfucker to do it on that type of shit, and with a little twist on it. So I think I figured that I want to do a short film or after I made a certain song, and I let my brother Teron know. He produced probably like 5 songs on this project, if I'm not mistaken. This is his first time producing. He's never produced before, and he did all the shit. He looped and chopped all the shit that you're gonna hear me on. And I've been thinking like, bro, I'm gonna do a short film to this shit. Maybe do a short film to it. So I let Julian and Mike know, like, great idea. We'll getting that, going to have to get that done for sure. It will definitely be after the project is out. Let's see what the universe does in the line. So I think after hearing the project, people are going to be able to grasp like the many sides or the many sequences that could be a short film. So,
Yeah, bro. Honestly, that's amazing, and I feel like, just as like a listener and like a fan, and people who will, people who are already on the edge of their seat, waiting for you to release new music, right? Maybe it's however many people, it doesn't matter, right? For those people, do you feel that this short film, or people who are gonna hear about you because My Love Is Crack, and after that comes out, do you feel like this film will allow them to kind of get inside of your mind and kind of understand the perspective a little bit better?
definitely, that is definitely the goal, is to put my face out there more, my visual side out there more, my director side out there more. So I think that's just going to just up it even more, especially if it's done in a unique way and the content of it and the premise of it is strong and very relatable in many ways. Uh, a reflection of a lot of men, black men, it really don't matter, but a big reflection of that, especially in our age bracket. Um, I just want to show more of a vulnerable, I guess, side, yet even just as much aggressive and just as much romantic, and just to show like, okay, red rum star lineup, like My Love Is Crack. It's like it's damn near 3 different Lotuses at this point. So that's what I want people to see. That I can do this and that, and we just go from there. And I hope that people can definitely see like, okay, he got something up his sleeve, and you don't know what it'll be next
Right.
time. Or yeah, so
Yeah, bro. No, and I can see the evolution and the change and the maturity just from listening. I mean, I listened to both projects today again, right? Like all the way through, and just listening in a single day, the span of music that came out in 2 years for you is a drastic change. Like, and I think it's not change in a good way, right? Because you always got to respect the original work that was made, but seeing the evolution and seeing the growth is just interesting. And I mean, on top of it, it allows you to kind of see and respect a person because they're not sticking to one sound, right? They're not sticking to something. They're either pushing themselves or trying new things. And yeah, bro, I think that's really cool that that you think that the film will allow other people to understand that maybe there isn't just one Los, maybe there isn't just this. And do you think that, like, is it important for you to have the people who listen to you and are fans of you to know that you directed and created what these visuals look like, or is it more like an inner fulfillment, like as long as it looks the way that I look, that's great. I don't give a shit if anybody knows it's me. It's my track, and it's just the way it looks. Kind of.
yeah, yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I would say it's definitely the for inner fulfillment because these plans with these sounds have been in my mind and soul for much longer than I've been making music for. Just like I always say, it's just the universal alignment of everything. Like everything happens on time. Like you never can really say for sure when it's gonna happen, but as long as you keep manifesting and working towards it, it'll happen. So I would like people to know, my hand is in every single thing, and it's like my head is exploding making this shit. I overthink a lot with this shit, but at the same time, it's making me happy because I'm actually creating this and I'm comfortably putting this out for people to listen to and watch. And I don't have any fear of that anymore. Like I don't mind being as vulnerable as I am. I don't mind being as straightforward as I am with a lot of things, and it makes me happy, to be able to put a piece of myself out there at a time. So I would say it's a balance of both for sure. Definitely
Okay.
a balance of both.
Yeah, of course. If if it is your creative direction and it is your, treatment, obviously you want someone to, if they're watching it and they're like, this is amazing, right? They,
Right.
they probably want to know who directed and who, created the, the visual as well. But at the same time, I can understand, if these ideas have been brewing in yourself for years, and it's like, I just want to be able to create this. I don't care if 100 million people see it or if 5 of my closest homies see it. I totally get that.
Yeah, for sure. I would say honestly, bro, I've probably made my love is crack before. I probably made it before as a 17-year-old. It's just scrapped, go again. And it's a lot of behind the scenes shit, bro. I probably got over 100 songs in 2017 that's just been scrapped. And no sir. So the attempt for it has probably happened. I just didn't know it because I didn't know how to put a project together. And obviously this is really my debut Los project. It's not a collab, it's not an EP. This is my first full project, and I think it's a bold move because this is just a piece of the sound that I have, ready to go. And I'm happy and proud of it. I've been sitting with it, so it's about time.
So let me ask you this, because now this just popped in my head because you said that. I didn't realize that this project was, potentially, it was, what's the word I'm looking for? It was mentally brewing in your head, right? But it was potentially like scrapped. There were songs made that were scrapped. What made you, A, scrap things in the past, and B, what was there something like inside or where you knew like, okay, like, yeah, like this is, my love is cracked, like this is it now?
Man, I can say last summer I was just listening to different samples and beats and things like that, and I just started rapping over shit, and I made one specific song that's not on my Love Is Crack, and I did a video for it, and I was like, okay, this is vulnerable, this is aggressive at the same time. It's really something I think I can, have like a branch off into something else. And it's probably been like that since Red Rum, like the tracks like Cold Out, Open Season. I feel like these are a branch off of those songs. Um, and I sat down, I'm thinking it's project time without even really knowing it. And I said, you know what? This is the sound that we're going with. I let my brother know. I let close homies know, and made a few tracks that's on there. And I'm like, okay, I can actually go full throttle with this shit, and I'm going to just name it My Love Is Crack. And this is just based off my life experiences and in many aspects of my life. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing this shit, and I'm just going to name it some wild, semi-wild shit. And I never thought I would actually take it serious. I had plenty titles before. I was like, you know what, this is going to stick. And what's crazy is, man, I got my project titles 3 projects down the line already in my mind too. So it's like I got everything mapped out. It's just if the universe and the most tower allow me to, do it.
Yeah, of course. So okay, I guess, have you like have you thought, like, tell me a little bit about the name, like My Love Is Crack. Like, is there multiple meanings to it? Is there one thing? Is it, like, it's a very very bold, like you said, very bold title.
I would say it's definitely multiple meanings to it. I didn't ever intend for it to be a love album. I don't think I'll make a love album anytime soon. So it definitely has different meanings that I don't want to just say yet because I want to see people get it. But it's more than just love. It's hurt. It's a lot of things. It's like if this was the '70s, this would be a side A, side B, side C, side D type, project. You feel me? So I think once you get to the end of this project, you will know exactly where I was going with it for sure.
Okay,
And
yeah.
you make the description from there yourself if you really, if people actually you know, grasp what I'm saying because it's very close to me, but it's still relatable at the same time. So I hope it's a good balance there for them.
Yeah, yeah, of course. And bro, that's honestly so cool to basically like not give like a full description because you want people to make their own interpretation. And obviously, like if you're putting out your art in a certain way, you don't want to straight up come out and say like this is what this means, right? Because what if somebody else hears it and that's their like what if somebody's hype up song is somebody else's like in their bag song? Like you don't really know, right?
Right. Exactly. And it's if I say like, oh, it's for this and that and this and that, I feel like if the people who's watching now or watch later would be like, okay, well, he said it's this and that, and they'll be looking for that. And I don't honestly want to do that. I want them to be like, this is what makes me feel this way, and I wanted to put something on there. I guarantee a song or two on there is somebody gonna feel that shit in their heart. So we're just gonna leave it at that for as far as the meaning of everything.
Okay, yeah, hell yeah. And in incorporation with like the short film, are you also going to be potentially creating individual videos for certain tracks on the project that will like tie into the film, or you don't have to go in that
Maybe,
far? I'm just thinking right now of some what
yeah,
would be cool as fuck.
maybe, but the ideas I have would be like, okay, this man, his brain probably did explode making this shit for sure because I'm 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 very OCD with my music and everything in my life. So I think people are gonna see, I would say alternate. I would say it's probably like an alternate version of different things. And that's all I really would say about that right now, for sure.
Hell yeah. No, I like that. I like that. Leaving it open ended. So, I know we chatted about this a little earlier, and you don't got to go into this if you don't want to, but is there a timeline that you see yourself potentially like making an announcement or potentially, putting this out there for people to experience?
No, I be having timelines, man, and my first order of timeline it's been a month past that shit.
Yeah.
So I can't really say, bro. I can't. I don't know. And like I said, it's not me holding everything back per se. It's other elements of the project that need to be done before I can make an announcement. I don't want to be one of them niggas like this is the date and then I don't make the date and who am I to do that? Really, I can't be that guy. So fall is coming out. Matter of fact, like I said, it's for sure. It's going to be out before my nephew is born. He's supposed to be born on Christmas Day, so it's going to be out before then for sure. No
Okay.
question about it. The universe is going to make sure it happens. So that's from here to end of December.
Hey, but yeah, so anybody watching, you got a 2.5 month window. Lowe's might be dropping a new project.
Hey, we gonna figure it out. Me and my guys gonna figure it out, man. I wish I could drop it this weekend. You know, it's been done.
Yeah, but honestly, bro, like I said this earlier, but it's like you never want to sacrifice the creative vision just to hit the deadline. It doesn't, you know what I mean? Like it's not worth it to just. It's like you said before. It's like it's a quality over a quantity, and it's like why put something out if it's not what you envision, right?
Exactly, and I learned that with combination, other singles I've dropped like the universe will make it happen right on time. As long as you're doing right by the universe and the people you love and the people around you, you will get what you're working for and you're attending for sure. So I just sit back, I do my part, and just let everything take its course. I'm just water about it all. So
I like that, bro.
it's coming right now.
That probably makes everything very fluid and makes it honestly easier. Obviously, if you got a lot going on, like the stress can add to that, and to be able to take a step back and kind of just like deep breath, like okay, like I'm gonna let this go and play out, how it's supposed to. I think that honestly makes for the best shit.
Facts, for sure. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna sit on that because I'm not doing that with this. Now we kind of did it with Starline. Not gonna lie, I'm not doing it with this because this was like I took my time on this, like a lot of time on it, and it got to be right so I can be like boom and take a little break and continue on with what I got next. But I got so much going on in real adult life that I got to take care of first and more importantly, as of right now, like I gotta take care of that, and that's been the main thing that's been kind of holding it back, I guess. But we get in there, man. We get in there for sure, and I'm hyped. I hope y'all love this project because I love it. It's very close to my heart.
That's phenomenal, bro. I'm excited for you, and I'm excited just for other people to check it out. I'm excited myself, like as a as on a selfish level, I'm excited for that shit to come out just so I can have more music to add to my library. But I hear you. It's probably very exciting from the your end too. Let me ask you this. Maybe even past like my love is crack, or if you can think past then, or you don't even have to think about it in the realm of a project. But are there like things that you see for yourself visually down the line that you already know, like, yo, I'm gonna want to do this, or I've had this idea in my head, like this is something I'm looking to execute down the line.
Hell yeah. No question about it. And I tell like Mike and Julie, I'm like, yeah, I got this idea. And they say, hey, write it down, write it down. I'm like, man, I don't even need to write it down. It's right up here, so stay up here till it's done. You feel me? So that's what it matters that way. I feel like I'd rather just when it's time to write it down, I feel like I need to write it down, I'll write it down. But man, the visuals I got in my head, I'm talking cover arts, the visuals and other things, man, I already got it right up here in my mind. So I'm I'm just waiting, man. I'm just waiting. It's me and the universe and the Most High. You got it.
I hear that. I like that. Yeah, I really like that. And I guess for the for the things that you already have like locked in your head, like, oh, I'm definitely gonna get this done, or this is something that I can't rest my head in 5 years, or whatever the case may be. If this isn't something that I get to produce or work on, are there people, videographers, photographers, other creatives that you've been potentially like looking to work with or would love to collaborate with to bring your ideas to life?
Man, hell yeah. Of course, they free. Number one. I don't know how to say his name. Hiro. He shot a lot of the Atlanta episodes.
Yeah.
Him, as far as videography and filmmaking go, I would say those are the top two.
Okay.
The guys over at Legal Civilization, I like those guys, what they do in A24, that type of shit. And you said producers, right?
Anybody, bro. Like, is there any creative, individual that you're, looking to potentially collaborate with to bring, your vision to life? I'd love to hear a little bit, on the film side, but as well as the production side too,
For sure. Carter, he actually shot what I just posted on my Instagram, I think Sunday. His name is Carter, and Kevin. I'm definitely going to work with them in the future. I really want to get things done with them because I think they will definitely understand what I want to do when we sit down and talk about it. So as of like this year, next year, those are the guys I want to work with. I want to shoot again with Thomas G. He's from Corpus Christi. Love Corpus. So I want to shoot with him again and do some other off the wall shit with him. As far as videography and photography goes. Who else?
Anybody Mississippi specific?
What'd you say?
Anybody Mississippi specific?
No, man. I don't think about Mississippi. It's not a big scene. But as far as like what I know, Blizzard NDA, he's my cousin, amazing artist. Shunny Slime, he's an amazing artist that I will work with in the future. Rosewood Swing, he's an amazing artist I want to work with in the future. As far as artists go, those are the ones. Biggest, Stove Guy, really want to work with Stove Guy. Chris Crack, I want to work with him. That's as far as rap goes. As far as anything else, Sophie, known as Sophie the Homie and things like that. Kyra, Crosby, man, so many.
Yeah, I was gonna say, damn, bro, you got this shit locked. You already know.
Bro, a lot, bro, a lot. And really what I'm looking forward to next year and everything is getting back and locked down with Cuff God. Can't wait to get back down with him.
Yeah, bro. Have you guys, been like stayed in touch since the original project? And I know you said you sat on a beat for 2 years. The the Today Tomorrow beat? Like, was there, you still locked in and working on shit with them?
Me and Cuff are in a group chat. Me and Cuff, like, that's a close friend type shit.
It's awesome.
That's like locked in. So yeah, he's my favorite producer. So I can't wait to see the growth. We haven't really worked much in the past 2 years like we did with Red Rum, but we want to give it like a 2-3 year space and see we meet again and see where our growth is at there. And that's like who I really am looking for working with again. It's so many, bro. Like Cash, bro. It's so many. I could go all fucking night, bro.
Yeah, of course. Bro, that's phenomenal. I'm glad that, sometimes, like, sometimes artists or, producers or whoever might feel like they, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, feel hesitant to work with people, or they can't find someone that they are willing to collaborate with, or maybe they can't get in touch with them, or whatever the case is. So,
let me keep this list going. At March 4, he go fucking crazy. I got some shit I'm gonna work on with Kent. And Caterpillar Jones, that is my fucking nigga right there. And
I don't think I'm familiar.
He's a good ass artist. He just dropped the project. He's pretty good, and that's my guy.
Oh, you're gonna have to send me some links, yeah.
I got you with everything, man. Hey, me and my guys make some good shit. So those are the ones that I really look forward to working with a lot in the coming months, weeks, year. That I'm pretty sure I will. So.
Hell yeah. No, that's super awesome, bro, and I'm excited for you. I hope that sound-wise, you can, collaborate and make what you're looking to make, and same with the visuals, and obviously if the collaboration with producers and engineers as well as visuals and videographers, both go the right way, I'm very, very excited for you to see, what can come out of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Big ups to fucking Gutty. He produced a lot of shit on my project. He actually mixed and mastered that shit, so I look forward to working with him again too. It's so many, bro. It's so many, and all close to home, and that's what matters most. The people that I'm at a point where I just really want to work with people who want to work with me in a mutual setting. So that's what I look forward to.
Of course. Hell yeah. That's phenomenal, bro. Yeah. Keeping it organic, keeping it natural, keeping it, tight knit. I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell
and
yeah.
I couldn't be able to do it, like be able to keep this shit in my head without fucking Mike and Jude, man. And whew, they helped me a lot. So
shout out the boys.
They gave me a little breathing space. Shout out them boys for real, man. I love them too.
Hell yeah, that's awesome, bro. Alright, I was going to say, I don't have any other specific questions visually. However, I know this is only episode 4 and I'm running the rest of the season. However, on the previous episodes and on the following episodes, I'm ending each round with basically like a speed round, right? So it's like a this or that. So I'm about to run through these questions, right? First thing that pops in your head, you can give me an answer. And then hit me with an explanation as to why. If you don't have to give me an explanation, but you can if you want.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right. Mac or PC?
Mac.
Spotify or Apple?
Everything is better Mac, I guess, as far as shit goes. PC is okay.
Oh, yeah. Spotify or Apple Music?
Apple Music all day, every day.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just used to that.
I hear you. It's headphones or speakers?
Damn, man. I'm going to say speakers because that shit gets you rocking. Like, if it's some loud-ass, crunk-ass shit or any jazz music, soul, man, speakers. Especially when you got a little wine and shit with you, like, yeah, speakers.
Okay, hell yeah. Every person I asked that question before, it was fucking with them. They were like, damn, headphones or speakers. That was a quick answer. I like that. Festival or intimate venue?
Intimate venue.
I gotta ask why.
Depending on the sound, like what your sound is, what you're going to perform. It definitely fully depends on that. So as far as like what the content is, what the sounds are, the soundscape and everything, that's what makes it. So I can't really answer, but as far as where I'm at right now, it's definitely intimate venue.
Okay, hell yeah. No, I like that. I like that a lot. At home session or studio session?
Never been in a studio in my life, so at home.
What?
Never been in a studio in my life, at home.
Everything's recorded at home?
Everything is recorded right in this motherfucking house.
Bro, Shit, you shooting shit in there, recording shit in there. I love it. That's awesome. Damn. Damn, alright. Alright, feature on every song or no features at all?
No features at all.
I like that answer. If I could have guessed, I would have expected you to say that.
No features. Don't need them like that. But I would like them, yeah, but no features any fucking way.
Oh, yeah. And, alright, last one. Freestyle or written?
Oh, shit. Written and freestyle. Well, I can do it all. So I'm going to say, as right now, written, especially when you got something that you want to talk about, like specifically, so written.
Okay, yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Alright, well, shit, Los. I was going to say, I really appreciate you, bro, for coming on here and letting us peek behind the curtain a little bit and, hear what you got to say. And, I'm very excited for My Love is Crack, and I think that others will be too.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, man. It's a good conversation. I appreciate you. Hey, we're going to speak after My Love is Crack because I'm pretty sure you're lovely, man.
Oh, we definitely are, bro. And I'd love to, when that comes out, to have you back on the show and, talk about the short film and the visuals that accompany it. And I really think that it will allow for more people to kind of, peek behind the curtain and figure out, what's going on in your head.
For sure, man. Thank you, man.
Hell yeah, bro. Of course. And, bro, thank you so much for coming on, and we'll be in touch soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro. Enjoy the rest of the night, yeah?
All right.
Peace.
One. All
right, the stream.